The Queen's Baton really kicks off its Trinidad leg today, actually. And this morning I have with me the President and the Vice President of the Trinidad and Tobago Olympic Committee, Mr. Brian Lewis and Ms. Diane Henderson. Good morning and welcome to the Now Morning Show.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Well, guys, the Baton is here. We have it in the studio. And I want to know, first of all, can you explain to people what is the significance of this particular battle?
Okay, so first of all, let me just say, although the Trinidad and Tobago Olympic Committee, otherwise known as the TTOC, is also the Trinidad and Tobago Commonwealth Games Association.
Oh.
So in the context of the Commonwealth Games, the Commonwealth Federation prefers we say the Trinidad and Tobago Commonwealth Games Association. So the significance of the battle is that it's a tradition of over 60 years. It sort of raises the profile and awareness and engagement of the various communities across the Commonwealth of Nations, which is 72 countries. Since 2006, the Baton Relay, which contains a message from Her Majesty the Queen, who is celebrating her 70th Platinum Jubilee, goes to all 72 countries. So, as you said, it's here. Trinidad and Tobago, we are number 52 on the list. It's a journey. It got going on October 25th, 2021 at Buckingham Palace. It's going to traverse 90,000 miles, 294 days. And the global journey of the Baton will end on the 28th of July when at the opening ceremony of the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham 2022, when amongst other things, the Queen's message, which is inserted in this part of the Baton.
Is it in the top? I thought it was in the bottom.
No, the top. They can't put the Queen at the bottom, the Queen at the top. Right? But the Baton is the first. It is a fusion of art, technology, and science, because of course that's what the modern youths are. They live digital, data, technology. So this Baton has a heart rate monitor in it, LED lighting, a sensor, all that, and a 360-degree camera, so it's probably capturing all of this now. And as the baton bearers hold the baton, it registers their heart rate and saves it. I don't know what they're going to do with it. And it also captures the environment and what's going on in the environment, because the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham 2022 will be the first carbon-neutral games. It will also be the first games where women will get more medals than men. Yeah,
I was reading that where it's set to have women receive more medals. How is that going to work out?
Well, of course, I think it is most important. As you know, I'm a big advocate of feature is female and gender equity, and I'm glad to see that the Commonwealth Games Federation has recognized that sport has been a traditional boys' club and dominated by white male patriarchy, and they're trying to address it in a meaningful way, given the Commonwealth's challenges with slavery reparation, colonialism, and empire. Of course, that's a whole discussion which we wouldn't get into.
Yeah. But Diane, I want to jump across to Diane. I want to find out how you feel about that, because, is that equity? Women getting more medals, or set to get more medals than men? Is that equity, or is that kind of we say, right, like we play catch up and then fill it up and then we come back and find a balance somewhere?
I think it's equity for now.
For now.
I believe it's because of the inclusion of the women's cricket team and another sport that they ended up with two medals more, I believe. I think 136. But yeah, the whole thing about it is that for years we have been way below. So anything above is equity for now.
For now. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I can agree with you. Tell me about what's in store for the Trinidad leg of the
definitely. We have a lot in store now. We have also, since receiving, we have visited the Minister of Sport and Community Development yesterday, and today is the Trinidad leg. So we will be traversing Trinidad, but including the Magnificent Seven and some important buildings and historic buildings of Trinidad and Tobago. So today we go south as well. We cover the 100 steps. I must make note that yesterday marked the 100 days to go. So this is significant in being in Trinidad.
Yeah.
And so, that we're very proud of, and the 100 steps will signify that as well. So we'll take up a few. We may reach the the Temple by the Sea as well,
Okay.
and San Fernando Hill to cover our north and south regions.
Okay, so this is very interesting. So is it that we're going to be actually physically running from spot to spot? So we're running from here to the Queen's Park Savannah?
Because of COVID-19
right.
protocols, regulations, and the guidelines, we usually would have a big, expansive run around the place and people passing the baton. But obviously that can't be done. So it's a sort of compressed thing where we transport some baton bearers, some very important athletes, to various locations, as Ms. Henderson said, including tomorrow in Tobago.
Yes, I was going to get to that. We can't forget Tobago.
Yeah,
but tomorrow we will be in Tobago, where we also go to some significant places, and the baton will be in the Sea and Island Pool, and some really, you know,
main range, etc.
All that technology inside it, be careful when you go by the Island Pool. You don't want that technology to get damaged at all. Is it waterproof?
Of course, no, well, that's don't remind us of that, because the place is a big responsibility, and that's why we're very grateful to like the airport authority, who when it arrived made sure it was well taken care of, properly secured, Mr. Emmanuel Ba, and the police service, because of course the baton is important. Today we also visit the acting president of the Republic, Her Excellency Christine Kangaloo. The president is the patron of the Trinidad and Tobago Olympic Committee and the Trinidad and Tobago Commonwealth Games Association. So Her Excellency Paula May Weeks is out of the country, so the acting president has kindly consented to stand in. But the arrival of the baton is always important in the context of the Commonwealth Game, because it is very youth-engaged athlete, you know, reaching out to athletes, and it affords an opportunity to raise the profile and awareness of the Commonwealth Game.
And some of the athletes too, because they're the ones who will be carrying the baton, right?
And coming after, you know, the Carifta Games recently, and I'm seeing a lot of comments and people calling and asking, well, what do we have to do to catch Jamaica? But, you know, I've told people, and it's related, because we only jump on the bandwagon of sport when it's convenient, either when the athletes do well, either when an event is coming up. But Jamaica has a 100-year history of grassroots track and field. Track and field is their national identity. They don't have oil, gas, and subsidies, etc. So for them, a lot of the poor, talented youths, track and field in particular, is their way out. And if you go to Jamaica, it starts from primary school right up. The boys and girls secondary championship has about 30,000.
That's the first thing I was going to say, is that, you know, public support in Jamaica is very different to public support here when it comes to some of the younger games.
That's an understatement.
Well, are there any plans to take the baton into any schools or anything like that? Same thing we're talking about, you know, the young to engage.
In Tobago, yes.
Yeah, Buko Primary School, I understand. Here, I think we will adapt it, as Diane said. They're going to be going to Central, San Fernando.
Can the public take part in you know, at viewing or holding or anything like that?
Of course, I mean, subject to COVID-19 protocols, of course we welcome the public engagement, and I think that's the reason why they're doing it in this unique way, because usually when you do the run, it's sort of controlled, you wouldn't say?
Yeah. Well, the public would usually, you know, be on the sidelines to cheer the runners. However, we'll move quicker to the spots. But in those areas, you know,
you have photo opportunities and everything.
Yes, they have.
Okay. Well, guys, congratulations on this, and I know it's going to be a fantastic couple of days that we have it here for, and it really is going to be great, so I have no doubt about that. Thank you very much for joining us this morning and for sharing with us.
I wish you could have joined us. I saw recently you did a 5K.
You saw that? You didn't see how bad it went? Because it was tying cup.
No, at least it was an important start.
It is, you know what? I will take it. I will take it as an important
start. And we look forward to you all participating in the marathon walk next year.
Next year, for sure. We said we will train for next year. Yes, Ayinka? No, she's not. Somebody
seems to have a different perspective about your effort.
So that's how it does go. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us this morning. President and Vice President of the Commonwealth Games Association.
Correct, you got it right.
Ah, boy, all right. So, Mr. Brian Lewis and Ms. Diane Henderson, thank you guys so much for joining us
today. Thank you for having us.
We take a quick break and we come back with more on the Now Morning Show. Stick around.